Welcome to Tea Time, you ghouls.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Here's the thing. I just want everyone to know that I know that my roots look like SHIT. It's been clocked. It's been gagged.
I don't think anybody can tell.
I just want you to know that I am so uncomfortable with this. But guess what? Didn't bring a hat. Don't have anything to hide it. So I have to raw dog this episode with my fried egg hair. But here's the gag.
I have a bag. You can put my little bag on your head.
Oh my God, that's a good idea. But then Lee would get too horny. And then we wouldn't be able to record.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but you guys won't hear this till after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, a happy belated V-Day.
If you're on the Patreon, so sorry about that episode. I hope you know.
I hope there's something there.
It wasn't our best, but it was our worst.
And we had some moments.
We had some moments, a lot of not good ones.
Yeah. I spilled tea that now I'm thinking about it, that I'm like, that was actually kind of weird, but honestly, who cares? But here's the thing, Lee, we're going to have to really let them know what happens this weekend with us. If you're going to be sending or unsending something, I don't know, but
and I'll say this.
Yeah.
The reason that you spilled your tea is because none of us are in therapy and we use this as a vessel.
My mom is actively recommending AI therapy.
Yeah, she's like, you got to talk to the robots. And I'm like, why? So they can learn more about us? No.
Yeah.
That's the last thing AI needs
We
is to
don't
know
need them.
more about us.
So it can just reflect my mentally ill behavior back at no.
Except for the problem with AI is that it affirms it.
Yeah,
and you're so
that's
right.
What I mean.
And you're so right for feeling that way.
I mean, that's why all those kids were offing themselves, because they're like telling it. They're like, hey, I'm feeling really depressed and like, the world is rotten. And they're like, it is. Yeah, take yourself out. Bye, boo. And you're like, oh.
It is. And it would actually probably be better if you just listen to yourself.
And if I wanted that advice, then I would actually ask my mom for help. So
they should get our moms to just be the AI.
Yeah.
Like the voice. Like,
have
you
our
know
moms
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, have our moms drink 60 gallons of water and then give them a horrible answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're telling secrets today. That's what we're doing.
We are telling secrets.
We got secrets. We got secrets. We got secrets. That's what it is today. I have secrets. I usually don't, but I have some that I'm sitting on right now. What are you going to do?
Yeah, you have some juicers.
Got juicers. What are you going to do?
I have secrets.
No, you don't. You tell us everything.
I love that we have our secrets.
You guys know my secrets.
And we're not willing to share them.
No, too risky.
Here's my gag. I don't really have that many secrets right now, and that's why life's kind of boring.
But for the show, it's like you guys write in and you're completely anonymous. So there's some protection for you.
Yeah.
This is very vulnerable for us. We will not be sharing secrets.
That is true. Because here's the thing. If I was writing into a podcast like this, I would be so excited to like spill my secrets. I would be so...
It would be a nice release. Like
sometimes it would feel so good.
Yeah, to just put something out into the void and be like, wow, no one knows this is me.
You guys are so lucky that we offer you this.
You're welcome for us.
You're so lucky that we offer you a place to vent, because God, would I love to do the same. But unfortunately...
I know. I really wish I could write in.
I know that you've written it on a burner.
I got some stuff to say.
That'd be honestly, you should. Yeah. And then we'll all fucking drag you, and you're gonna have to pretend like you're gonna have to drag yourself too to like hide the fact that it's you writing that in.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna be going, God, this guy is a fucking loser, dude. This guy sucks. And you're gonna be like, yeah, he does suck, huh?
Yeah, he does need to clean his toilet bowl. Oh.
I actually do need to clean my toilet
Ew,
bowl.
Lee, I swear to God.
My apartment's kind of a mess.
Okay, then you're not gonna be my Valentine.
Okay. So you guys, you're lucky. You start.
And that is true. Also, I'm sorry, but I have to say this, you guys. February, got to do some promo. The last time I did promo on the show, gonna be honest, I was nervous and the energy was horrible. So we're picking it up. February 27th in LA, I'm doing 2 shows at Lyric Hyperion. It's a comedy cabaret. It's really fun. And it would really mean a lot if you guys came. It's going to be a fun time. And I hate myself so much. So if I'm saying that it's going to be fun, that honestly means something. And that's all I know to be true.
Oh.
February 27th, 7 and 9 p.m.
I'll be there.
Which one?
Probably the early show.
Okay. Honk?
I'll go to the early show.
Okay, cute. That's where I put you guys under, but...
Okay.
Wait, cute. Okay, so you guys come and sit with Gabby and Lee.
Don't do that.
Oh.
I have anxiety.
We all just get murdered.
honestly.
Crazy. Okay, you guys, we're kicking off the secrets episode. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, secrets. Not that anyone gives a fuck about this part. Oh, but I found y'all's pod through Gabby's ex. Oh! Which one?
Yeah.
Sheet-eating green.
You found it through sheet-eating green?
Him and my husband, hopefully soon-to-be ex-husband, are longtime friends from his North Carolina days.
Wow.
Oh, 704 in the building.
Really?
We flew out to Cali to visit, and they brought me to one of your shows at the comedy club, which was Shart Level Funny.
You were here?
Shart Level Funny. The thing
Gabby has no recollection of
oh my God.
I had no idea.
Not
really?
them, they sent a picture of your ex's Instagram and they liked one of your comments from 2022.
Okay, I'm listening. Wait, spill the tea, spill the tea. You can't go
The
silent.
comments that you put under his thing are wild.
Oh my God. What is happening?
We had plans to meet up afterwards with you, but then they started acting all gay after your set and ruined it. And this is where my secret begins.
What? Who? Sheet-eating green and your soon-to-be ex?
They started acting all gay after your set.
That's the way I hear it.
Yeah, so I guess the guy started acting.
I have no... Okay.
I know. I mean, okay. And this is where the secret begins.
Tap in, though, because
Yeah,
you're
I'm
not
tapped
going
in.
to remember.
My boy decides he's going to throw a hissy fit and leave me in this fancy as fuck hotel that he clearly got off of hoteltonight.com. Okay. Shout out. I assume at this point it's to go back and suck dick. Oh my God, dropping the name. So as any 25-year-old unloved whore does, I hop on Tinder. It takes 2 seconds in California to get 10,000 matches. So obviously, it was shortly after that I invite 2 guys over to the hotel that he paid for with money he obviously didn't have and had the best DP of my life.
No way.
Wow.
No. A DP.
Wow.
Never.
As your man is hanging out with her ex.
Crazy.
that is
Where was I?
in our mold-ridden apartment.
Yeah.
This is
Hiding from him. What the hell?
the best story we've ever gotten.
This is the best story. Congratulations.
DP'd, huh? So he leaves and immediately you get on Tinder and you get 2 guys over to fucking
And that's what Tinder's
plug you
for.
up.
human
dude.
centipede you.
Okay.
Airtight.
Okay, Lee, you're getting a little too into it. But yeah, just like, chill out.
I know. Now he's going to
You're
ask
like
for this
making
girl's
you're like kind
information.
of like making it weird.
No, this is, I'm blown away by how good
have
this
we
is.
talked about this? Have you had a threesome?
No. We talked about I have trauma around it.
Oh, okay. I've never had one. No one ever will.
Yeah. It makes
Yeah.
sense that you guys have never. But anyways, as an unstable alcoholic, mid-30s male does, he stumbles the fuck in the next day and starts apologizing. And I said, okay, no worries. Just lick me from front to back and we'll call it even. Little does he know.
She's like all this old cum dripping out of her from
Little
7
does he
different
know,
guys.
he cleaned up slop from 2 8-inch angels. To this day, when he eats me out, I close my eyes and recreate that night. I attached a photo for shits and giggles that your shit-eaten grin ex took of us that night. Oh,
I have no idea who this is. Like vaguely, I think remember meeting you. I'm so sorry. I vaguely. Really? Wow.
that is so funny.
You want to break up with him. That's what she's saying. She like wants, is that what she said?
Yeah, she was like, hopefully my ex-husband.
Hopefully soon to be ex-husband.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild. This is, and the way that I don't, do you have the pen?
Yeah.
God. Huh. That's on Sheet Eating Green.
Sheet-eating green.
The people we've dated, huh?
Yummy, yummy.
Okay, you guys need to keep going. I gotta go feed the meters.
Okay.
Damn, okay. What's next, Tink?
Or should we just kiki while Lee goes to feed the meters?
No, yeah, please keep it rolling. We're on it. It's kind of tight.
Yeah, I was gonna keep it rolling, but we can just like gossip while you're gone. We'll put whatever.
No, start a story, please.
He's like so bossy.
PP is angry today.
He's so bossy today.
I know he's trying to be
Look at him.
Dom
Yeah,
today.
he is. He's trying to be so dumb.
Do you think he's gonna DM me on Valentine's Day?
It's 50-50.
I know it is 50-50.
He's out of the room, you guys, so we can.
He's out of the Lee's out of the room. He's gonna watch this back when he's editing, and he's gonna edit the day after on the 15th. Here's what I think.
Yeah.
I think if I wouldn't have teased him so hard, I think he would have.
Would you go out with him?
Would I go out with him?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ew, not you like kind of smiling though. Not you like smiling going, that's crazy.
I'd hang with Lee.
Shut the fuck up. Literally shut up.
What?
Okay. Lee's missing out on this story. Help. Secret, unshakable double standard. I've struggled in every relationship with a man with wanting some kind of connection with women. I'm 22, currently in a relationship with a 30-year-old man.
All right.
He's giving pedophile.
I know, okay. It's giving
He
Epstein.
is very loyal, but I need reassurance I am the only one he is attracted to. Girl, that's so 22 of you, though.
It's very 22. At the end of the day, baby, we're all humans, and you can't completely shut that off. Like, you yourself are attracted to other people. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You got to release the, dare I say, the thing you can't control.
But that is so 22, so I don't blame you.
Oh, God, I was a monster with that at 22.
He is very loyal, but I need reassurance that I'm the only one he's attracted to. I trust his character, but can't shake my own insecurity. I think here's the thing. Once you embrace that, like, people are attracted to other people, it takes away the, like, insanity of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, once you're like, yeah, other people are hot. I'm going to see people. He's going to see people that he thinks are hot. Like, it does it helps.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you're going to act on it.
No.
You know? I think just once you get, but again, like you just said, at 22, I didn't have a grip on that. I was like, I need you to swear a blood oath that I'm the only person that you have or will ever be attracted to.
That every other person that you found attractive up until me was just you, like, not, your brain wasn't fully formed.
Yeah.
And now that it's formed, you see me, you go, this is what I've been waiting for.
If you're open to it, I wouldn't be mad if you looked into a lobotomy and then started fresh with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's on being 22.
And that's on 22. So, at the same time, I continue to feel emotionally and sometimes sexually drawn to women, and I have no interest in other men. My partner suggested opening up the relationship, but my insecurity makes that feel impossible. Since we are both bi, I asked if we could hook up with the same genders separately, but he said he wanted to be involved. That's when I was quick to shut it down. I did hook up with a former female friend behind his back while he and I were together.
Ooh.
Juicy. While we were together, he was understanding, and I promised not to do it again. I hoped getting it out of my system would end these feelings, but now I have a small...
That's why I started laughing, because I'm like, no. It's
now
once you crack the door open into Munchville, bitch, it's... God, I remember I was 5, and when I started cheating on my boyfriend at the time with women, it was the same thing. I was like, well, I just made out with one person who was my female coworker, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it again. And then I made out with another girl, and then another girl, and then started doing other stuff, and I go, slippery slope. Slippery.
There's so much I want to say about. There's so much I want to say.
I know.
There's so much I want to say about, like.
And if you wrote it on a burner,
and
you could.
All of this, I have so many thoughts and feelings, but we're not going in there today.
We're not going in there today. We can save it for a cheating prompt, perhaps.
Yeah, or for behind the paywall, which honestly we should have, but whatever. It doesn't matter. We got.
Oops.
Okay, so people are cheating. Lee, there it is.
Okay, great.
He was understanding, and I promised not to do it again. I hoped getting it out of my system would end these feelings, but now I have a small crush on my taken lesbian manager. I often project these worries onto my partner and question him about his female coworkers. Okay, but look, you're self-aware.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel secure enough for an open relationship in any capacity, which I also don't blame you for.
Mm-hmm.
I've been repressing my feelings and feel guilty and confused. I am addicted to listening to y'all stand up in the pod. I think I was in the top 1 to 2% of Tea Times listeners in my YouTube recap thing. Glad Lee is back. Sorry, Lee, for also trying to promo my content on you ages ago. Anyway, thanks, gals, and keep being funny.
That's cute. This all sounds, not to be patronizing, but this all sounds so incredibly 22.
Yes and no. Like, parts of it, but like I do really relate to, and I think it is relatable forever, this thing of like feeling guilty and confused about like the insecurity of these relationships, of like wanting to like cheat and explore and then feeling guilty about that. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, my old ass dad is proof that never goes away. And that's on him having 2 mistresses, a girlfriend and a wife. Yeah.
And it begs the age-old question, are we meant to be monogamous? I don't know.
I think monogamy can last for periods of time. I have yet to see it truly last forever. But that's just because like in my life and the people that I was raised by, the people that have been in my ether, I've just never seen it successfully work.
Yeah. But then there's the other thing. But then, I don't know. Then
and I've been in relationships where I haven't cheated, but mind you, it hasn't been long. So,
right. Or you haven't been like satisfied. And, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. Being in an open relationship would be really hard, but also maybe it wouldn't. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't think I could do it. I get jealous.
Yeah.
And
but you also get bored. You would get over.
Yeah.
It would take a lot of, so much communication with your partner. Like you would have to communicate a lot about this. I don't know.
One of my friends has been with his girl. They've been open for, I believe, the whole time they've been together, and they've been together for 8 years. And they're still going strong. They're so in love. Literally just saw them the other night. Yeah.
Hey.
And it works for them. And I'm like, okay.
Like I have a friend who they're in an open relationship, and his wife like makes all these other relationships like known and is like publicly celebrating anniversaries with people who aren't his husband. And to me, that's just like that's embarrassing.
That is kind of, that's like weird. That's like,
but is he doing stuff on the side?
He doesn't make it public.
Yeah, see, that's weird though. To be like celebrating all of your anniversaries with your 18 partners.
Yeah.
You guys,
like publicly and also your husband.
Yeah, that's like.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's like too much. See, this is where we get a little too liberal with things, and you go, come on. Where's the?
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is why I'm. And I have always said that I've always agreed with y'all on this. The only reason right now I'm just like fuck it is because of this political climate that we're in. I feel like things are so diabolical and things are so already depraved and haunted. It's like what I was saying the other day. I'm like, I feel like we have gotten to a point where like, honestly, nothing matters.
I do feel that way too,
all of the rules set in place that were supposed to hold you to a certain like set of like grace and decorum have completely collapsed. And so I'm like, okay, great. So you're going to post all 14 of your partners. Good. Great.
True. There's that too.
Who gives a fuck? That's just, I don't know. And I'm not saying that this is a healthy mindset. I'm just saying this is my current mindset.
I don't think it's anything. I think it is what it is. You know?
I feel like I have gotten so much more. I've never been at this level of apathy before.
I get that.
And even like, because I've been starting to consider like dating again and whatnot. And I'm just like, I already feel like my mindset to it, I've never had this current mindset that I've currently adopted.
Yeah.
How many times I just say currently? 85? Great. Just got annoyed with myself. But here's the thing. I don't know. I feel like there's been a shift. Don't know if it's good or bad.
I don't
it's
know.
Definitely a lot more lax.
I do relate to, the whole thing of like, it feels like nothing really matters. So who kind of gives a fuck?
I feel like a lot more.
We've got bigger fish to fry.
Like, okay. And also to whoever this gal is who just wrote in, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be a when I was just like, oh, this sounds 22. I just mean like when I specifically was 22, I was in a lot of, I was going through a lot of similar things. So that's, I think, why I was projecting that onto to her. But also now being 32, I'm just like, I think I've just, what am I trying to say? When I was 22, I was obsessed with control. I was like, I always wanted to like control my partner. I wanted to like make sure like you're not cheating on me. I wanted to like make sure you're not going to hurt me. What's going on? And now at 32, I think I've just really accepted that like, oh, you can't control anyone. It doesn't matter how hard you try and make someone not cheat. You could have their phone password. You could have their location. You could have their Instagram. At the end of the day, if someone wants to do what they're going to do, they're going to do it.
And that's what I've always kind of stood 10 toes down on is like, my whole thing has always been, listen, if you're going to cheat, then I don't need to know.
I honestly think doing OF also shifted my perspective on this because it really reframed how I look at sex and how I look. Not that I'm doing porn like that, it's like solo shit, but like it really changed the way I view intimacy in this way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, like you really don't own anyone.
Right. You don't. And things change all of the time. Feelings change, ideas change, like situations change. You know, it's And that's also what is so scary about relationships is because we go into them thinking like, this is going to be the one, and we're like always going to like commit to making this work. But at the end of the day, we can't promise ourselves that, each other that.
No.
I think some people maybe innately have an easier time at like with like monogamy. I think other people do not.
Yeah. And I think that's completely fine. I also think that a lot of people kind of project their own, may it be childhood or adult, they project their trauma onto the person that they're in a relationship with. And I think that a relationship has a longer chance at longevity when you are in a more grounded and relaxed state. Because when you are in like when you're very tense, it's going to create, you have a better chance of creating friction.
Well, also it's interesting to like, because growing up in households where, you know, like my parents had a very unconventional relationship in the sense that like my mom, like kind of just like this staunch feminist, didn't give a real fuck about anything. You know, it's just like, fuck it. My husband's going to go do whatever he wants. He's going to go do whatever he wants. And then my dad's like out, you know, running train on the whole neighborhood. And it's like nobody, but my mom wasn't like a jealous woman, you know, like when the women would reveal themselves and be like, I'm having an affair with your husband. And my mom would just be like, okay, what do you want me to fucking do about it? You know, she wasn't like trying to like keep the marriage together and being like, why do you do this to me? She would just be like, you fucking take him then. You can pay his bills. Like that was, I don't know. And
I feel like my mom, it was somewhat similar in the way where she knew about my dad being like having his like freak offs, but she just wanted us to have a family unit.
Yeah.
Like she was like, I just want everyone under one roof. She was like, and then I think I honestly get a lot of this from her, but my mom is Al-Anonic in the sense where she was always clocking my dad's substance use. Talking's crazy. His substance use, and so then they would get into huge fights about that. Meanwhile, homegirl's kind of going off too, and then you go, but and I remember when my dad's activities were coming to light. She was just like, okay. But anyways, we all just need to stay together. Yeah. And I was just like, well, you can only do that for so long, though.
You can only do that for so long. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting how that like has kind of built up the way that we function in relationships. Mm-hmm. It just never seemed to me that, I don't know, like there are things, and I've always kind of felt this way, there are things to me that are worse than being a cheater.
And it's so funny because I remember when we first started this pod, I really disagreed with you. I was just like, no, it would. Oh my God. I just realized my shirt was too bad.
Okay. It's like, did you see that?
What?
Her tits pop out and she goes, oopsies.
I just closed my shirt more.
Oh, oopsies.
Gabby. I put my hand on my heart and I felt my skin and I said, oh, that's really a lot. And I looked down, I said, oh, and I
that's really a lot of skin. So much skin on my hand.
You guys have been, you want to know why the mood is off? Because the chair doesn't jiggle anymore ever since Keita fixed it. And you guys are both in a bad mood because you love to act like you're not a part of this, but you and Lee loved watching me jiggle. And I've been kind of jigless this episode. And so you guys have been in an extra bad mood.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm going to hate it.
I genuinely need you to answer this. What does it feel like having big tits?
Okay.
Do you feel it in the same way that like men, I assume, always kind of like are aware of their penises? Well, Lee's not responding because I guess he doesn't have a penis. What?
It's tucked today.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like,
are you always aware that you have fat
I'm not
fucking
always
tits?
aware that I have a penis. It's like it goes. You're not just.
And when he records this, it goes inwards.
You're not. Just,
it's like a snake coming. It's like a turtle coming out of its shell.
His penis crawls up his own asshole.
Yeah, you're not just thinking you have a dick all the time. Oh man, I just have a dick right now.
Some men do act like that though. It's like all they're thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like acutely aware of my fucking puss.
I don't know. I don't think that way.
Like, I feel like having jiggly tits, it's less like, oh, whoa. It's more of just like a tool. Like, okay, like when we were walking in here today, there was a guy in a car who was like ogling. And I just am like, you just like kind of like clock that shit.
You don't feel your tits all the time.
No.
Interesting.
I actually got a couple of these bras that kind of smush your tits down.
Do you like having tits?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun, isn't it?
It is kind of fun. It is kind of fun. But it is like exactly like your joke when you're like, oh no, they hurt. But like if you're on top and like flopping too much.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I've never had that experience.
Sometimes they yeah, and they do hurt. Sometimes. But then also you're always telling me I have big tits. And so for like years, I'm like, oh my God, I guess I have big tits. And then I remember I dated a friend of yours, which was, don't worry, slap in the box guy. And he was like, you know, they're really not that big. And I was like, okay, I didn't even ask.
Now you have big tits,
Thanks.
but you're also talking to fucking Flatty Patty over here. Got fucking AAA, dude.
Yeah, mine are a 36 double D.
Don't look at me.
He tried so hard. He tried so hard not to look at me.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry,
Look
guys.
at-
I can't even comment because my penis is up my asshole right now. Because when I sit down, it goes into my asshole.
I got it surgically tucked.
When you surgically
And then you have to
tucked,
surgically untuck it every
surgically
time.
tucked is absolutely diabolical. Okay, Pink sitting down. But here's the thing: when you edit this back, you're gonna really enjoy the convo that Gabby and I had when you were out of the room.
I don't even remember what we talked about, to be honest.
Oh, me either. I wasn't thinking about it.
Bye, Queen. But my family doesn't know.
That you're bi, girl. Come
Girl,
on.
it's like, come
Girl.
on.
Also, it's really funny. I feel like after I came out as a fucking
go.
a bitard, so many, so like almost all my cousins were like, "We're LGBT too," and I was like, "Yes, rise up, girls!" And I'm just waiting for like some of the men in this family have to be.
Well, bi now to me is like autism. You know, everybody's like, I have it, and you're like,
Here's my thing though. What we need to move past. I'm really over these fucking bitches, and this actually goes to men too, because I just had to clock one of my friends' fake bi tea. I hate the fake bis. We're like, yeah, I love everyone. I'm just open. And I'm like, have you ever sucked a cock then? My good guy, like, one of my guy friends, he's like, I'm bi. And I'm like, no, you're not. Because you said you wouldn't suck dick.
Because you tried to hook up with a guy, right?
I have had sexual encounters with men. Yeah.
And you're
But
like
he was on drugs.
Yeah, so I was on.
Heavy
But
on drugs.
you don't find yourself, you're not bi.
No, I did not become aroused at all. Not even a little bit.
But see, that type of guy is cool. Where you're like, yeah. I tried it. I
agree.
I experienced it. Wasn't for me. One of my friends, shout out. Well, I almost said his name. I don't know if I should say his name, but one of my friends in London, he had a similar thing. He was like, I was on a lot of drugs. It happened. I definitely am attracted to women, but whatever. And I'm like, okay.
I've had moments where like it's like 5 a.m, the sun's coming up. You just spent all night partying, and then like a friend, like I was hanging out with a friend, and he like definitely leaned in for a kiss, and it was my 100% gut reaction to just turn away and ignore it.
He said, I can't resist.
Wow.
He said, I can't resist the Nason. He said, I can't resist
The Nasonator.
Yeah. I can't resist the big Nace.
Fuck. New nickname just dropped. The Nace is diabolical, dude. Dude. And then I bet you're the type of guy too when you get fucked up that you refer to yourself like that. You're
Yeah.
Look,
He walks in.
it's not your fault you want a piece of the Nasonator, but
He walks in.
Daddy's clothes.
He walks into parties and he goes, "What's up, guys? Big Nace is here," and everybody's like, oh, "God damn it!" And they go, "Oh my God, okay, he's got to do it. We have to fucking put it." And they go, "Hey, yeah, hey, Lee."
Couldn't be less true. People do like me. I was cool and knew how to hang and was good at parties. And
yeah, it was good because I'm the Nasonator. I walk in and I nace them up.
And the nickname that this group of friends gave me is way better than anything you guys are thinking of, and you guys are gonna hate it.
Okay,
but what is
Say
it?
right now? They called me Big Daddy Time Show.
What does it even mean?
I had such a. I just got dry.
What do you mean?
I didn't like
Big
that.
Daddy Time Show. What is Time Show?
I was the sound guy and like road manager for the band. They were a band, and we all lived together. And it was like, we partied, we lived together, we made music. We recorded it. It was just, they call me Big Daddy Time Show.
That to me tells me that you were doing too much ketamine at the time.
I was doing a lot
not
of
fitting.
ketamine.
Yeah. See, I knew it. Specifically K.
And acid.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were.
of
I
course.
know that house smelled like shit, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you tie-dyed heathens.
We didn't have hot water for a year.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
it
of
is.
course not. No
There it
fucking way
is.
to shower.
Yeah. No one was showering. No one was showering. Look at her playing with her tits right now.
I was getting my hair out of my tits, and I didn't even. Oh my God, Gabby, jealousy's a disease. And I'm praying.
It's hard when your hair gets stuck in my.
We do have to move on.
Okay, sorry.
Because you're getting too horny.
Yeah.
No
All
way.
right, the big nace is.
The big nays.
Big Nay
I
said.
kind of like the big nays.
All right.
Okay, so on to Miss Bi. It's like writing in saying that you have a secret and you have ADHD. It's like we all do. Okay, anyways, but just kidding. We're gonna read it and we're gonna respect it, and we love you. Okay, hey honks and Skinty Lee or Big Daddy Nace. I have known I was different ever since I was in middle school. I thought some of the girls around me were cute, and I wanted to kiss them, just like I had wanted to kiss the boys. I was confused though. I had only ever met straight and gay people. I didn't even know bisexuality existed until high school. It seemed so silly thinking back on it now. I thought I was a freak. Girl.
Okay.
You want to know what this is giving though? This is giving like you grew up in like some place in like the fuck ass South or something. So I remember growing up in North Carolina and I honestly had these thoughts too. I'm like, am I a weirdo? And now it's like, no, I'm actually like
1950s.
Literally.
Yeah.
But honestly, the South is, especially, I don't know when this, was taking place, but the South definitely has 1950s.
When we went to the soda pop bar, I used to look at the girls too.
I was looking at the ladies. I thought I was a freak. I didn't tell anyone until I was a sophomore in high school. That's when all my friends and I started to get drunk and kiss each other. Okay, don't mind my burp. I had a very religious boyfriend at the time, and when I told him, he got very upset and said, "You're going to hell." Okay, this is giving the South, and this is honestly so annoying. Okay, he wasn't even mad I kissed someone else while we were together.
Yeah, because he was fucking doing it too to guys.
He was more upset I had told him I might be bi.
Oh.
It wasn't until my 16th birthday that I truly understood. I liked both men and women. Okay, it's giving you deserve a Purple Heart. Again, I was dating a guy, but he was more open to letting me explore. I ended up having a threesome with my two best friends at the time. One of the girls, we'll call her Veronica, and I were especially close. She would stay over at my house often. One time, we had hooked up and I forgot to lock my door. My mom came in the next morning to check on us, and we were both topless. I'm not sure if my mom noticed. She never said a word.
Okay, well, that's actually not weird. I thought you were going to say that you guys were like 69ing and your mom walked in.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I have to mention, I was never shy about talking about how beautiful I thought women were and have been outspoken about LGBTQ plus right. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. Rights since I was 14. I don't think it'd come off as a big surprise to them, but I somehow haven't just come out and said it. I've mostly dated men, and the few women I've dated, it wasn't that serious. It never got to the point of meeting my family. The older I get, the more it feels like a secret. I just kind of want to make a post on Instagram in June. I'm scared of what my dad's side of the family will react, or how my dad's side of the family will react to it. They are incredibly religious, and growing up, you should just post a picture of you eating out a pussy and go Happy Pride. And I heard my dad say many negative things about queer people. Projection. I think my mom's side has a feeling I'm a little fruity. They are way more open-minded. I would love some advice from Harper. Oh, I'm you just being a clown this whole time. Advice from Harper on this matter, and the perspective of two straights doesn't hurt either. P.S. I'm the woman who wrote in about never wanting to date the poly burner types. I will include a photo of myself, but please don't show it. I love the pod so much, I crack up listening to the three of you bickering and making fan fiction of each other.
We don't do that. Here's the thing. I said who gives a fuck about like the religious parents, but I also don't understand what that's like. So that obviously is like a heavy thing for people.
Mhm.
So I don't know. But also though, who does give a fuck? It's like,
Okay.
our lives are so damn.
It kind of goes back to the apathy feeling. Nothing in this shit fuck life matters. If you want to make a post about it, good, do it. But I don't think you need to. I think like this is just I think that also kind of puts pressure on it.
Yeah.
And if it's already feeling like a secret, I think what you can do is just live authentically. Like
Right.
when you do eventually get into a serious relationship, if that happens, if you end up getting into a serious relationship with a woman, then then you can just cross that bridge when you get to it. But I don't think you need to like put any pressure on yourself. And whatever this family thinks of you, ultimately, I know it may not seem like it, but ultimately it's really not your business. And they're going to believe what they're going to believe. And that shouldn't stop you from having a munch.
I also understand the thing of like wanting to post it on social media because it makes you feel like you're getting this thing off your chest to be like, okay, finally I can like rid myself of like holding this in. I get that.
Yeah. And it's kind of like almost like an act of like defiance. You're like, you're not going to stop me from being me. But like, I say, you want to know what? You can just take that energy and enact it into your personal life.
Yeah, totally. And it's like, instead of, you could like get on dating apps, see what it feels like to like kind of start dating women,
Yeah.
But also do whatever, if that is like what makes you feel like you're going to like feel better, also why not? You're not hurting anybody. But I just wonder if that is that like authentic? Is that like actually what you want to do? Or I think, what you said, living authentically is the best way to kind of, because it really is nobody's business what your sexuality is. Like, if you are gonna date women, like you don't need to, I don't know, it's like one of those things that you can do. And then if you want to fucking bring somebody home to your family or tell your parents that you're dating a woman, like you could.
Yeah.
But it's like ultimately not their business. It's not really anybody's business who you want to date.
I would just also clock yourself. Why are you posting? Are you really posting for yourself? Because like, oh, hey, I genuinely feel excited about this and I just want to be loud about it. Or are you posting as kind of like a fuck you to the family? Just kind of clock the intention.
Right.
As we've been talking this, some memories have kind of dusted off where I realized like after I moved out of North Carolina to California, I only dated women when I first moved out here. And I think I was like, I would go to the pride parades and I would like post the fuck out of it. I'm like, yeah, this is me. And then like when I got into my first serious relationship with a woman who actually, don't worry about that, was actually pretty diabolical. But she looked like John Oliver and just like a wrench, but don't worry about that. But I was posting the fuck out of her too.
Yeah.
And looking back, I think I was also doing it from like a kind of an agitated place.
Yeah, which also, I don't blame anybody for that either. Like you get excited or you're like in a headspace where you go, I want to, this makes me feel like I'm like reclaiming power and da-da-da-da-da. But I don't know, like you said, it's all about intention. And
I hope the longer that you explore this, like the less it feels like a dirty secret and more just like a fun aspect about yourself. And like I know bi people get teased so much, but remember that when I'm shitting on bi people, I'm shitting on the fake bis. The real bis, you know what? Sometimes you just got to do it.
And here's the thing too, it's like psychologists say that, I mean, you hear enough stories from people, like end of their life stories or, blah, 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 blah. Like if you could, redo anything in your life, what would it be? And it's, people always say, I would have lived more honestly. I would have been more honest, like with myself and taken more risks, And it's like that's something to remember is like, why not? We're gonna die. I think the only thing that really matters at the end of the day is like being kind to people. Like if you want to go fuck women and figure it out, go fuck women and figure it out.
Yeah.
At
the end of the day, I really can't stress this enough. Nothing matters.
At the end of the day, there is a ring of pedophiles running the world. There's a ring of pedophiles running the world.
Yeah.
So
they're like, slurping babies. They're eating the babies. They're all doing weird ass dress ups. So here's the thing.
Do whatever you want.
And if they're doing that, then who gives a fuck if you want to have a munch?
Then go make out with some girl at a dive bar and wherever you live. Come on. As long as you're not, then chopping her up and throwing her off a fucking yacht in the Bahamas, like whatever the fuck these weirdos are doing. You're fine.
Who cares?
Be nice.
Literally.
Go fuck a girl.
Literally.
That's all I've got to say.
And tell your mom and post it.
And that's what you got to do.
And that's Big Nace.
Yeah, and that's input from the Big Nace.
Big Nace on the scene.
Big Nace on the scene. I know that's right. I know,
Gabby
that's
likes
fucking
that.
right.
Not that nickname making her like respect you a little bit more.
Secrets. Hey, honks and Lee. This is my first time writing in. I love the pod and I love you both. For
Both?
context.
Which both? You said I love the pod and I love you both, but which both? There's 3 of us, boo.
Well, and you know what? That's her secret. For context, I'm a single mom of 2. My kids are 7 and 4 years old, and they're the coolest kids on the planet. Truly don't know what I did to deserve them.
Cute.
What I'm about to confess is going to make me sound like a shit mom, but I promise I'm doing my best
I'm
and feel
excited.
relatively good about how I show up as a parent. So here's the secret. When my kids were really young, I would always push them around the city in a big double stroller. I don't have a car, and we live downtown, so this was how we always got around. These days, I'm rocking a badass e-bike with a cargo basket for the kids to sit in while we zoom around town. It's pretty cute.
That's really
Anyway,
cute.
back when I was using the double stroller, I'd always use it for grocery shopping, and I'd push the stroller around the store, load it up with groceries, and unload the stuff at the till and place it all back in after paying. But money was kind of tight, and the city we live in is expensive. Wait, I'm sorry.
Is it giving steal?
So that's what I thought it was going toward, but it doesn't.
But then it sounds like she
wasn't.
pays for
It
it.
sounded like she was just using the stroller as a shopping cart.
I'd use the stroller around the
Okay.
store, load it up with groceries, and load the stuff at the till and place it. Yeah, and then she'd pay.
Okay.
Money was kind of tight, and in the city we live in, is pretty expensive. And I eventually got the idea to start using the stroller to steal groceries. I load it up and forget a few times in the bottom basket of the stroller whenever we would pay at the till. The plan was foolproof because if I ever got caught, I would just say, "Oh, whoops, I must have missed that. My bad." I would never have done it. I never would have done this if I knew I could get in serious trouble if I was caught. I ended up doing this every time we went grocery shopping for the 2 years we had this stroller. I probably saved thousands of dollars worth of food. My thieving days are behind me, but I don't feel bad about it. These were big chain grocery stores, and I never stole from small businesses. Anyway, that's my secret. Love you guys. Okay, here's the thing. Totally with you on that. You have 2 kids. You're a single mom. Yeah, you should. You know what? I am 100% behind that.
And the way that this country treats mothers as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you stole.
Yeah. You can steal from mom and pops. You're fucking Ralph's. Like,
I used to steal from Ralph's when I first moved to LA and I didn't have any money. And I don't even have any, like, I didn't even have a good excuse.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
At the beginning of the pandemic, I would go shopping and like pile up things and just scan the bottom. And
Good.
And then they caught me because they clearly
You didn't have your stroller?
No, I didn't have a stroller. So I would do it with like deli meats. I'd get like a stack of deli meats and I'd just do the bottom
Screaming.
one. Or like
That's really funny. Lee.
piles of like dinners or whatever, just do the bottom one. And it was hundreds of dollars of food. And I was doing it for months, really. And then I go in and I'm waiting in line and I can tell that they see me. And then an employee points me out. And then a manager comes over and is like, "Hey, make some excuse. We're just going to have to ring this all up."
No. So embarrassing.
Yeah.
I would have just run.
And I just had to like stand there and watch him ring everything up.
You're just sweating.
And it's $400 and you're like,
Yeah.
perfect.
You're like,
Yeah.
I was going to pay that for
Yeah.
sure.
100%.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I got caught stealing a Justin Bieber shirt at Macy's when I was like
so funny.
20, I think. I don't know. I was like in my late teens and early 20s. And I was at the Macy's at the Glendale Galleria and I got caught stealing the Justin Bieber shirt and they banned me from Macy's for 3 years and made me pay like $600 for this stupid Justin Bieber shirt that I didn't even get to keep in the end. And after that, I was like, I can't steal anymore.
Oh my God.
I feel like I've told that story a million times. Who gives a
No,
fuck?
but honestly, I love it.
It's been a while.
You didn't even get to keep the shirt? I thought you did.
I didn't get to keep the shirt.
That's so rude. Maybe one day Justin will hear that about it and he'll send you a shirt.
Maybe he will.
Maybe he will. The last time I stole was in New York 3 years ago. And I was with Bianca. And it's important for the story for you to know that she is Black. And we go into the store and the shop owner immediately makes a beeline over to Bianca and is just standing right over her. Anywhere Bianca is going in New York, this woman is just right on her. And she's just like, she can't do anything. And then Bianca's picking something up and she's like, I'll hold it. I'll hold it. And then Bianca's like, Jesus. And she's like just letting me roam around the store. And I'm looking at this and I almost say something, but I'm like, no, I got to teach a lesson. So every time she's like looking at Bianca, I just pick something up. And then we end up like walking out the store and Bianca's like, that really hurt my feelings. Like I've never stolen. I don't steal. Like, I can't believe this. She was like, she's like, it's been a minute since I experienced actual racism. She's like, that was really gross. I was like, that was really gross. But anyways, I got everything that you were looking at and then I pulled it out of my pockets and I got all the loot and then I gave it to her and it was cute. And I was like, and that's why you shouldn't be racist because guess what? It was the white devil all along.
It's always the white devil.
It's always the white devil. And let that be a lesson to you. The story's alleged. Okay.
There we go.
Thanks, Pooh. Okay. Hey, honks. I don't have a secret. Oh, what you I did. But my mom did for 33 years.
33?
Yeah. 2 years ago on my 30th birthday, and after my brother's 33rd birthday, my dad got really, really intoxicated and told my husband that he's such a great dad to my son from a different man, because I'm a hoe, and how it reminds him of himself because my brother is not his son. My sober white husband politely asked my father what he meant by that, and my father proceeded to tell my husband, "What? You don't know? Yeah, Dean is not my son." Long story short, my Filipino mom ended up calling me a few days later and finally admitted that she met my dad a year after my brother was born, and they got married and my dad adopted him. My mom still doesn't know who the dad is.
No.
She tried to smooth it over by saying, "It's like you, honey, with your kids." LOL. My MAGA brother did a 23andMe test and found out he was 20% Chinese and 80% Filipino. He hates the Chinese. My mom, you can say my mom was sleeping with the enemy. I ended up in the mental hospital for the first time after this news. Take care. Oh,
That sent you to the mental hospital?
a very succinct and juicy email. We all got
Now
our
your MAGA brother hating the Chinese and then finding out that he is the enemy.
That's really funny.
That's, I have that song stuck in my head that's always in memes right now. It started playing in my head when that,
Yeah.
What is, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What is that song? I can't even look it up because I don't know what the hell it is. Chinese song.
But it's every single meme about being Chinese that has the song on it.
Yeah. What the fuck is that song?
Shenyang.
It's so funny. I don't know what it is. I don't know what we're singing.
Yeah.
Shenyang.
What is it?
I don't know. Everybody knows it though.
Everybody knows. It's like the meme song.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's Chinese. I just assume it is because I'm racist.
The next three stories are really good. Okay, we're going to read abortion pills for my birthday present on the Patreon next week, but we're going to get through the last three because they're shorter.
Okay.
Okay, so I feel like I just read.
Yes, you did just read.
Hi, honks. I have a few secrets I want to share, but we'll keep brief. 1, I believe IVF is the highest form of narcissism. If someone can only think true parenthood comes from keeping cum as a pet, they are too selfish to raise future human adults. Number 2, I am disappointed and borderline disgusted when friends express they want to get pregnant. This is straight up stupid, out of touch behavior, especially in this fuck-ass country. 3, me and my parents have been wanting my older sister to get divorced from her husband of 18 years for the longest time. For context, I'm in my mid-30s and my sister is 12 years older than me. I've known this man who, by the way, truly looks like a Temu Elon Musk since I was 9. He's never been anything but self-absorbed and flat out rude toward me and my parents the whole time. He sucks ass. Not gonna lie, I hope he dies sooner rather than later. It sounds like you have a lot to work through.
But also, this sounds like this person is a fun drunk. I don't even know if you do drink, but there's just an energy here.
Yeah, you are wild.
Like you're a pistol. You're a pistol.
You're reading
Do you want to read it? Do you want to keep going? Because that was kind of short.
Sure. I think my sister molested me. Jesus. Hey, honks, how you doing?
Now
so I'm kind of scared to tell this story because I don't even know I don't even know if it actually happened or if I dreamed it. And if it's not real, I am the weirdo. But it happened so vividly and it always is in the back of my mind what happened. So basically my mom worked all the time, so my uncle would always watch us. He never had any children, so he had nothing for us to do. My sister would always make these fun board games for us to watch. Okay, to watch. One night, my mom was at the bar like the Wonderfully Housewife.
Like the wonderful housewife.
Like the wonderful housewife and stay at home she's always been. And my sister comes in my room and says, "Do you want to play a game?" Me thinking it was one of those games she has made or a new one she was going to make. She says the game is called Movie, and we pretend we are filming a movie. I said, okay, because it sounded like when my friends and I would pretend we were in High School Musical. So after that is blacked out. I just remember her having me lay down while she grinded on top, then had a switch. She was getting mad because it tickled me. I've always felt like a weirdo because as a little girl, I'd always get in trouble for touching myself, even though I didn't know what or why I was doing it. Getting older, I learned a lot of symptoms of a child who has been touched and figuring out that I display a lot of them. I never wanted to tell anyone because number one, I always told myself it wasn't real and it was a sick dream that I had, that if I told anyone and she said it never happened, that I would be the weirdo. And the only person I would have ever told it to told me her brother did that to her. There's no punctuation in this, so it's kind of hard to. Brother did that to her, and I didn't want her to think I was copying her or deflecting off of what she had been through. But it was the exact same script. Do you want to pretend that we are making a movie? With all the Epstein stuff coming out, I really just sit back and reflect on how exposed I was as a child, and I always knew I was, but excused it because I was born and raised in a bar, and that's what comes with the business. Well, I can't really blame my sister because since we both have been able to walk and talk, we've been exposed to every type of pedophile you can think of.
Oof.
I really don't know what or who or how my sister and I have always been so protected, but I can't help but thank God that is all I had to deal with being a child growing up into a woman in America. Love you, honk, bonk, and Lee. Keep the insanely ill. Keep the insanely ill. I feel like if you ever had the opportunity to get into EMDR therapy, that exposes a lot of this stuff. If you were even interested in like going down that rabbit hole, but I think that is like there's a benefit of EMDR is it exposes like deep down shit that you've maybe compartmentalized, suppressed. Yeah, that is just like if you really wanted to figure it out. But that is a thing. It's a difficult one because it's like with your sister, it's like kids do this shit when they've been abused.
Right.
And they don't really know what they're doing. And
it's like kind of a dark rabbit hole.
It is a dark rabbit hole. And but yeah, I mean, if you like ever wanted to explore that, EMDR might be an option there. But
it's great advice.
Thanks for writing in.
We do have to wrap it up, unfortunately. We're out of studio time.
Okay.
What do you guys think of icks and red flags for next week?
Great.
Yeah.
Icks and red
you
flags.
guys. Next week, the prompt is icks and red flags. Thank you to everyone that wrote in. And that's really...
Tea Time Stories 42069 at gmail.com. That's our email address, icks and flags.
Please also leave a review, like us, share us. It helps grow the podcast. Like us on YouTube, like us on Spotify.
Even if you listen on Spotify, tune in on YouTube. We really need some help on YouTube right now. We're like just being shown to the same people, the people who listen to us frequently. And we'd love to break out of that because like you guys know when you find the show, you love the show and we love you for that. And we just want the show to grow so we can keep doing it. So some love on YouTube. Use that hype function. It's like this new hype function. Hype us up. Like the video. Even if you just put it on the background, watch, let it roll for a few minutes. Show us some love on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it.
Okay, you guys, subscribe to the Patreon. Thank you guys for watching.
You were the brave one. You were the one. So we all ought to die someday. And we all ought to die someday. Well, you were the brave one. Yeah, you were the one. So we all ought to die someday. And probably not from smoking one of your cigarettes.